Okay, family, I'm here to discuss about autism. We can see that a lot of having challenges with autism. Now, let's define what is autism. Autism is just brain disorder when the brain is not properly developed, and it can also be traced down from the gene as well. Now, let's talk about the signs, the early signs of autism. The early signs of autism is like you can see that the child, starting from age 7 to 11, you can see that the child have a pattern of behavior where they are not able to communicate with others, where they are not, isolate themselves from others. They are not able to be socializing with every individual around them. They feel that they are not loved. They feel that they are abandoned. And we're trying to find out how we can manage individuals that have autistic. Now, let's see what kind of behavior you will expect from autistic individual. You see them like, mumbling. You can see them like using their fingers, like tapping their fingers. You can see them tapping their feet. You can see them isolating themselves from others, from their peers. You can also see them being angry, for no reason. You can see them unhappy. So we want to see how we can handle all this individual. What I believe that the way autistic children should be treated is that because they have a different pattern of behavior, they exhibit behavior that people are not expecting when they are pairing with others. So when you see an autistic child, in order for you to identify if your child has autism or not, you will see different behavior they portray. You can see that when they sit with others, they don't want to communicate. When they're out there, they started behaving differently from every other individual. They can live a normal life, but there is their own life pattern is different from a normal life, because when they go out there, when they're on their own, they are able to manage themselves, be able to interact within themselves, but they are not able to interact with others. When they are out there, because of the environment, they become very, very aggressive. They become very, very angry. They become very, very lonely. They believe that people do not love them. Even if you give them the love they need, but they still believe you don't love them. They just want to be on their own. And sometimes we think that it's stress, but it's not stress actually, but it's something that related to stress during pregnancy. It's something that related to stress during pregnancy. And as I said earlier, this can be traced down from the father, one of the parents, either father or mother, but mostly the father. So we try to see what we can do in order to help these individuals to cope with the environment. We have to teach them, we have to train them how to communicate with others. We have to train them how to behave when they are out there. We have to train them. Training them, what I meant is training their brain as well, because their brains are like very, very high function. They're very high function individual, but unfortunately, they are not behaving normal like other individuals. So we try to see what we can do in order to be able to help them to communicate with the community. Now we want to discuss what we can do in order to help this individual that has autism. I believe that we have to pay close attention to individuals that have autism, because it's a very critical condition of the brain. So if we have to make sure that they are in good hands, train them properly, make sure that we are teaching them how to manage their behavior when they are out there with their peers. So let's talk about what we can do in order to help them to manage with their social life. First, what we do, we identify what is the problem they are actually facing at a particular time. For instance, when their rage cannot be contained, we see how we will be able to adjust what we do, the activities that we do with them. Autistic individuals are trying to identify themselves. We actually portray a behavior that is not acceptable, like they become very aggressive, they start cursing, after cursing they start crying. This is a part of sign of depression as well. So in order to be able to calm them down, you have to let them understand that you love them. Let them understand that you are with them. You let them understand what they need at a particular time. Let them to understand that the kind of behavior they're going to be exhibiting is not right, and put them in the right place. Let them also understand that this behavior is not right and that behavior is right. And let them also know that you are there for them. They are not alone. Please you always ask them, what do you like best? What do you want me to do for you? I love you. I want to go out with you. Take them out when they are lonely. So you try to avoid them being lonely. That loneliness is what triggers their behavior. So what we do is like we bring them closer to us. Let them know that you love them. Let them know that just ask them what they need. Ask them at that particular time their behavior like triggers. Ask them what they need. Ask them what they want to eat. Because all these things that you're asking them is what they want to hear. So my advice, you must be carefully, the autistic individual must be carefully observed, more especially their behavior at a particular time, so that you will be able to handle most of their challenges. Now, what we can do for any autistic individual is to train them how to deal with the environment, although they will not adapt to it because it's brain disorder. Although they will find it difficult in adapting to that environment, but they will be able to adjust their behavior. In my opinion, I believe that autistic children are something every family that is having that challenges with their own children that has autism should pay closely attention to them, and making sure that they get exactly what they need. Do not leave them alone to use all these harmful instruments, because they can hurt themselves and hurt others. You'll be able to also to train them to be able to communicate effectively with their peers. You also be able to train them on how to manage their environment.